guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've actually filmed. You guys, I became debt free and then I was like, what budget? What is this? Excuse me, I'm debt free. Why do I need to do this again? And then I remembered, girl, we're on a journey to become financially free of all this nonsense that I created not that long ago. And even though I paid off my debt, there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to get done. So today, I gotta come back because I've done some damage, you guys. Like, do you see that calendar? Oh my god, it's I've only had 1, 2, 3, 4 no spend days. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 no spend days in the entire month. And oh my god. And if we just flip right over here on budgeted for the week 3, we're at $902 already. So yeah, I've done some damage. I've done a whole lot of damage, and we're just gonna move it right along like it never happened. I mean, it did happen, and it's coming from somewhere, and that was Paycheck 2. And I've delayed this for so long now, and I'm just like, I gotta budget it out, even though like it's payday almost all over again. If you guys don't know, I usually get paid on a bi-weekly term or every 2 weeks, however you guys want to call it. And this month is a magic month or an extra paycheck month, however you want to call it. And what that means is that instead of my usual, 2 paychecks a month, I'm actually gonna get 3. So this one is for Paycheck 2, which this was for, let's see, for the 15th. You guys, that's how much I didn't budget. Like I paid off my debt on the 10th of July, and then everything else was like, bye. Like, excuse me, nope, we're not gonna talk about budgeting, we're not gonna do it. I'm just gonna enjoy my little life real quick until I realize that, hey, I need to pump gas and I don't have gas money. And I spent all of my spending money because I just went celebrating. And then I just saw the amount of unbudgeted after I started updating my weekly check-ins, and I was like, whoa, put the brakes, girl, put the brakes. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So this was for the 15th, and tomorrow is payday again. So I'm gonna, hopefully by tomorrow I will close out my budget and you guys will see how everything played out. But like usual, $1248.32 is what I was getting paid, or what I ended up getting paid. And from here, actually I'm gonna leave a gap because I'm not sure if this is where more of my income was taken up by adding stuff from my emergency fund. So I'm gonna leave the gap right there just in case. Put some washi to break off my income from everything that I had owed from the previous time. So previously on Paycheck 1, if we come over here, I ended up paying my health benefits, my phone bill, and I saved part of my rent, and I stuffed half of my cash envelopes. So here we would have to take care of everything else that was remaining for the month. So when I flipped back to my June budget, I had taken care of all of this. So then I had to take care of my mom's Bank of America card, my car payment, my car insurance, and a renter's insurance. But as you guys know, these two came out of my emergency fund. So I'm just gonna like blank those out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just put that I had to pay my car insurance and my renter's insurance. So that is what's gonna go over here. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I did call my car insurance because I thought it was being ridiculous. And they said because of the area that I moved into, my insurances went up. It's just my location. And Bay was telling me like, hey, it's because the city that we live, it's very expensive and it's really nice. So, you know, it's gonna cost more to basically live here. So I did call, however, they were able to accommodate me like discount me like $7 to $10 on my car insurance, which I'm more than happy, because I actually called around a bunch of insurances and everything was like $200 or $180. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to complain of what I have. So I just didn't even deal with it. So they said that June would be the last month that I would pay $141.50. They said that was the last month. Next month I should be paying $132, which is what I was usually paying the prior year when I had my different car. So I'm already used to that, so I'm not even gonna mind. And then my renter's insurance would stay the same because that doesn't really affect it. So $22.56 is what I'm gonna deal with. So I'm fine with that. So that is everything that I had to take care of for bills in this situation, since my emergency fund, if I put it up here, took care of my mom's debt and everything like that. So after that, I would just have to move my July rent to my savings, and that is the other half of $462.50. So that was everything that I really just had to take care of. That was all my bills. So as you guys can see, becoming debt free and having income just spare kind of was like, whoa, mind blown. Like, excuse me, like I barely got bills now and I can have money. That was actually my process right there. Oh man, I'm terrible, you guys. I'm terrible. I in my head I was like, no, I'm gonna be totally disciplined. I'm gonna go straight into saving. No, I went straight into spending, and July is gonna be a fresh start for me. Literally, we're gonna buckle down. I mean, I've already started saving for my emergency fund. I gotten paid from some of my affiliates, and I already pulled some of that cash out and like put it into my savings yield account, so I'm okay. But for Paycheck 2, I did pull out money for groceries, gasoline, and oh my god, gasoline is $4.79, you guys. $4.79. What? You're kidding me, right? What in the world? Oh, I can't right now. I can't with these gas prices. Spending, I pulled out my usual, but I'm over budget on that part. And unbudgeted, you guys saw that $900 number, and it keeps going up. Keeps going up. It's like my debt snowball became my spending. So, so you guys would totally, but okay, but the majority of it literally had to do with my dental work, and that is actually where I'm going to after I film this video. I'm gonna go to my third visit to my dentist appointment, and after that I will only have one more. I have like a 4-day procedure and I'm on day 3, and Lord have I been miserable. I'm in constant pain. But anywho, I always pull $190 for groceries. Gasoline, I would pull $40. Spending is $125. And of course we don't budget for unbudgeted, but it has been happening. I will say though, for Paycheck 2, the only thing that I pulled out cash, nope, I didn't pull anything out cash for Paycheck 2. I left everything in my debit card, and I think that's what started the frenzy. Like literally, that's what started the frenzy. Leaving all of my money that I had to pull for cash envelopes in my debit card. Like, nope. It's a spending, I don't know how to call it. Like, if I leave money in my debit card and I just swipe, I just don't see the issue with spending a whole lot of money when I keep swiping my card. I don't see it. But this also took care of Father's Day. Even though we had all chipped in for Father's Day for a gift, this was Father's Day's lunch, if that makes any sense. So that was that. And yeah, that was everything that we had to deal with. Now, I know for Father's Day, I had already spent about, let's see, $42. So I know I had like about 60 to budget out for on my end for my dad. However, I'm pretty sure it was a lot more since when we were planning, it was only supposed to be like me, my mom, and my dad, since my siblings were all busy. But however, at the end of the day, my other sister came along, so the group kind of got bigger. So I know I kind of spent more on Father's Day more than anything, but it was really nice. Like, we had mariscos. Like, if you're Hispanic, you already know that you're having mariscos or you're having a carne asada for like Father's Day, and it's the best. It's the best. So we had that, and we were actually planning on going to the San Pedro Port because my dad loves it, but my dad was like, no, we're not going to go anywhere near that place, especially for Father's Day. And honestly, just going to Marisco's place was already packed as it is, so I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to deal with it. So here's just going to be an income breakdown, everything that was supposed to go down. I did have a rollover of about $400, so I can add that on the actual part once I start closing out my budget. But for bills, there wasn't much to it, just my usual ones. And then for cash envelopes, my usual. However, my unbudgeted right now is ridiculous. Like, we're just gonna ignore that for a minute. We're gonna pretend that has not existed. So if we're looking at like what is it, $900, out of the 9 I've spent 7 on my teeth, so about $200 is unbudgeted on just me. And that's because I've been going out to eat, I've been having drinks, I bought myself a couple of gifts, well, one gift. And yeah, so I'm supposed to have $1248.32, which is what I was always expecting. And then let me add all of my bills together. Just the bills alone is $626.56, and that was because rent, you know, gotta save up for that rent for the next month. So like when the first hits, you got it. For cash envelopes, I'm thinking it's like $360, but let's add that up as well, just in case. So $355 from my usual $345 because I have bumped up gasoline because of the prices. And then for miscellaneous, I was planning on spending $60. I know I spent more, but I'm not even going to go there until I close out my budget. So if I do $1248.32 and I subtract all of this, I would have been left with about $206.76. But since I know I had a rollover from Paycheck 1 like of about $100, I know that my savings potential is about $600. So that is what I'm planning on throwing at my savings for like my, for my emergency fund. And I'm pretty excited because that's a pretty good chunk, and I haven't even considered Paycheck 3, which is going to happen basically tomorrow, but I kind of want to do that to fund my sinking funds that I just depleted. So Paycheck 3 is going to be kind of tricky because it's going to be like throwing money on my emergency fund, but also like starting my sinking funds like caps again, because I have spent a couple of I've spent my entire medical fund, and then I know I've touched my car maintenance fund because I've had like an oil change and whatnot. But I'm supposed to have about $200 left over. I know I have like about $600 or at the moment, and that is going to go to my emergency fund. But I will tell you guys once I close out my budget on Wednesday for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And just know that even though I'm debt free, budgeting is still hard. It is hard. Like, once you're debt free, you kind of like, well, I don't need to be so harsh on myself, but you need to stay determined and motivated and focus. Don't lose your focus, you guys, because I lost it for like about 2 weeks. Lost it for 2 weeks, and I blew a hole through my wallet, and I need to get back into the reality of things, and hopefully July will be better and I'll be back to normal. But it was just like that one thing that you just been waiting this whole time. Like, you've been paying off debt so much that you're like, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. And I did. I was sharing my love and my freedom with my family. I've been buying everyone food because that's like my love language. Let's go out and eat. So yeah. Alright, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!